You know Chucky, the killer toy. And you've heard of the Annabelle doll, the curse of Ed and Lorraine Warren. But what if I told you they both have real origins, even darker than the movies? In this video, we reveal the true stories, documented paranormal cases, and disturbing theories about the two deadliest toys on the planet. Prepare for a macabre duel between the terror of fiction and the horror of reality. Before Hollywood turned Chucky into a horror icon, there was a doll named Robert, who lived with a boy named Eugene Otto in Florida in the early 20th century. Robert was no ordinary toy. Hand-sewn by a maid fired on suspicion of witchcraft, the doll seemed to take on a life of its own. Neighbors reported seeing Robert moving around by himself through the window when no one was home. Eugene, as a child, said Robert whispered at night. When things broke or objects mysteriously disappeared, he would simply say, "Robert did this." Even as an adult, Eugene kept the doll, and reports continued. Voices in the empty room, footsteps on the stairs, macabre laughter. Today, Robert is locked away in a museum in Key West where visitors report misfortunes after taking photos of the doll without permission. Many send letters apologizing, because yes, Robert holds a grudge. This is the true story that inspired Chucky. Unlike what the movies portray, the real Annabelle is not made of porcelain, but a Raggedy Ann rag doll. However, what she carries inside is much worse than appearance. In the 1970s, two young women received Annabelle as a gift. Soon, strange events began. Notes written in blood, the doll moving around on its own, and, most seriously, scratches appearing on the girls' bodies while they slept. Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren were called in. According to them, the doll wasn't possessed by a human spirit but by a demon pretending to be a child to gain trust. They warned it was on a ghost. It was bait for something far more evil to enter this world. Since then, Annabelle has been in a sacred glass container at the Warren Museum with a very clear warning. Do not open under any circumstances. And you know what's even more terrifying? A young man who mocked the doll at the museum crashed his motorcycle that same day and died. Lorraine said, "Annabelle doesn't forgive, and she doesn't forget." Chucky is pure sadism. Inspired by a real doll, its cinematic version represents a killer who refuses to die, driven by pure destructive instinct. Annabelle, on the other hand, never moves in front of anyone, but those who defy her suffer silently and definitively. While Chucky makes noise, Annabelle wreaks silent, spiritual, profound damage. You can run from one. There's no escape from the other. Some scholars claim that dolls like these function as spiritual anchors, objects through which evil entities manifest. The most curious thing, many collectors of cursed items claim that these two dolls still influence people, even through the screen. Have you ever wondered why so many doll movies are so scary? Maybe it's because deep down, we know there's something true behind them. Now tell me, which one would you rather be trapped in a dark room with? Comment below, Chucky or Annabelle. And if you found this story creepy, leave a like, subscribe to the Haunted Hour channel, and activate the bell to receive more scary stories like this. Oh, and be careful when sharing this video. Some curses travel through curiosity.